Hey everybody out there in Twitch land. I haven't advertised this broadcast. What I'm going to go ahead and do today though is stream some Dark Cloud for you. Hold on, let me bring on my chat monitor on my cell phone so that if anybody has anything to say I can see it. Alrighty. Yeah, I haven't hooked up my laptop this time. It's still over there on the charger. So, if you come in and you chat, I'll try to notice you from my cell phone. Turn off the sound on the cell phone real quick. So that don't hear twice through the microphone. I'm testing a new setting on my PlayStation 4 that I hadn't tried before. I'm having it output the sound to the headset, and so I figured I'd play this. I was going to play some Elder Scrolls Online, but the update file is 14 hours to download, so I guess I haven't played in long enough. I'm going to go ahead and let's make this one dock. That's good. I don't know how well you guys can hear over the audio. Don't know how loud to control the broadcasted audio to you guys, but this can be a little bit loud. I know I had a nostalgia gaming show planned for last night from 10 p.m. to midnight, and I actually started about 9:20, but then I ended probably before 10 o'clock actually came around because nobody had come into the channel, and I was just having trouble keeping my eyes open. I was just without anybody to interact with. It was just, I was too tired for the day. It was a dialysis day. I mean, excuses are excuses, but I have a dozen of them, but it's the truth. And so I went ahead and went to bed because I was falling asleep mid-combat, sitting here in the chair. I couldn't get comfortable, but it was comfortable enough that I could fall asleep. So decided to come back on now that I woke up after a few hours of sleep. But instead of Final Fantasy X, figured I'd go retro even further and go to Dark Cloud and start a game from the very beginning. And let you see the opening scenes and everything. Of course, I usually try to bypass this. I won't play the Dark Cloud without any cheats or anything, so I'm not going to try to summon the Phantom Broken Dagger, which you can use to power up your weapons earlier. I'm just going to try to go ahead and just run through the game. Now, I will probably spend more time grinding than most people do because I like to really power up, especially if I'm not going to use the cheat. So I'm also not going to restart if I miss some of the bonus challenges, like when you first fight the red-eyed guy, and you can get the gem if you time your attack just right. If I don't time attack just right, I'm not going to restart it. I'm just going to go through. Normally I save right before I go there, I restart, and then I go back. Now, this intro is kind of long, I know, and they got rid of the ability to skip out of the intro, which you had in PlayStation. If I remember correctly, you could hit certain button combination and oh yes, you can skip the intro, but we're going to go ahead and say, yeah, let's say yes. Let's get out of the intro. It's enough intro, so let's actually do something. We're going to start a new village, of course. Now, what you have here is a big empty field. Okay. Now, funny story about this game. I used to live with a very good friend of mine, Freda Kleineman, and I was in Florida, and found out she played this game. And she'd gotten okay. She'd gotten a little bit into it. She'd never actually beaten the game, and come to find out she didn't listen when the read all of the prompts here. So she didn't know that if you go to the mayor before the shop is built, he'll restock your minimum supplies. So she was trying to run through and survive without any supplies. To hurry to get the shop built. So when the mayor gives you that quest, he tells you to go into the cave. He gives you all the stuff you need to do it, and then he gives you a basic set of stuff too. Now there's the cave key. See, put things you might need in your bag for you. And don't get carried away, but if you get in trouble in there, come back here and I'll get you some more supplies. And that's the part she missed. Good luck. So she was trying to go without killing her weapon because she only had the one repair powder until she found some more. And she didn't realize that she would get a new repair powder. If she's used up the one she had every time she went back in. Now the one thing I will do is I'm not traveling all the way across the board when I can do speed movement. Wow, that's a lot of orbs to get. My other save game on this right now that I've been playing, I started over not too long ago, and I am still in Narun Village, but excuse me. That's partly because I spent some time trying to get the broken dagger by restarting several times. basically says you got to kill all the monsters before you can leave the area. Now, if you don't open the end door after you kill all the monsters, if you leave the area, sometimes it won't say that you've cleared the level. So make sure that you at least open the door to the next level before you go. I usually try to proceed through the door the first time of each level. Showing how your weapon can get better and better as you play. Cast a spell on your dagger, so your dagger will not be destroyed. Now the thing is, if you upgrade your dagger, I do believe that if it qualifies as destroyed, I think you lose the upgrades. I don't remember. If I pause for a minute, I'm chewing ice because it helps me. I am a kidney patient, so like I said, I had dialysis yesterday. Part of the reason I was exhausted, and I have to control my fluid intake. So instead of drinking a bunch of soda pop or caffeine right now, that's the other reason I couldn't stay awake. Couldn't really rely on the caffeine so much. I do sometimes. I mean, I do drink some soda, but I try not to drink it too much. I just wasn't yesterday, but because if I have ice available, I'd chew ice instead. Actually, I also have high blood pressure, but so the bats can be hard to hit sometimes with the melee weapon, so I usually can't wait to get the girl, the cat girl that lets you hit the bats a little bit easier. Got your little map down there. Skeleton key. Also can't wait till I get a Dranth feather so I can run faster. I'm so used to running. See now, that's the exit, I believe. Yep, that's the exit. Right now it's safe to open any chest, but there's a map, so now I can see what we need to do. But after level about 5, and then about every 5th level, you'll find that there's actual there's mimics that your chest will become. So I got a little focused on the fight there. I had to concentrate. Okay, Gooey Peach, throw those to slow somebody out, give them a gooey state. I usually don't use them much, but you can also use them as bait in fishing later. And if I remember correctly, the Gooey Peach can be used as bait. I know the apple can. That's right, I haven't even got the, see, is any water in here? Any water on the map? Nope. So then, I need to go to my items. If there's water in the map, you can use the water to heal yourself. But if you've not got water, you gotta make sure to keep yourself alive, or you gotta start all over again. Now these big chests, they usually have a challenge to him. Oh, this one. Haven't seen one of these in a bit. Happy Clown present. Choose whichever you like. Do you want the big box or do you want the little box? See, I almost barely like to choose the little box and see what happens. I got a carrot. Now the big box will sometimes give you like weapons, I think, if I remember. A lot of times you get your upgraded weapons from these big chests, but then they're trapped, and so you have to choose between guessing, or if you have a key you can open it, but I almost never waste my keys on this. They're worth more to sell them. But you can guess if it's a poison trap, an exploding trap, or a curse trap. And what I'll usually do is I'll almost always choose exploding. Early on, and then poison later on. Of course, curse can hurt you quite a bit too sometimes. So it's just a matter of what your preferences are. A lot of fishing gear. Let's see. Let's go up first. Doesn't really matter because we got to go up and down. And there's a whole area over there that we still have to hit. Oh boy. Oh, there is. And there is some water. I didn't see it on the map. Heals you up and heals your thirst bar too. Now we're finally starting to open up some spheres. You might ask, what's a macho? Macho. Well, Macho is one of the villagers that you've just freed. Macho and his brother Camacho, obviously named after Hector Macho Camacho, the wrestler, I would assume. Repair that. Now the dagger doesn't break, but you don't want to be sitting around with, one, you don't want to sit around and listen to that beeping all the time, and two, you do want to kind of, like you said, protect it because you could lose all the stuff that you've put on the dagger. And the river, of course, is just part of putting the village back together. Yeah, I haven't learned my super attack yet. So, okay, my abs are full. The ABS is for your weapon upgrade, and you want to use those as soon as they do it because they don't have, the overflow doesn't go to the next level. So until you upgrade, you don't get anything. Now unfortunately I don't think I've got anything to customize yet, but I still want to go ahead because you want to get your dagger up to +5 as soon as possible, because then you can do what is called a status break, and then you can take in your status break becomes a broken weapon talisman that you can put in as an attachment to other weapons to make them stronger. Which of course won't help until you actually get another weapon. So this one should probably be Camacho. No, Claude's house. I think. Oh wait, we still have another area to search. That's right. See, in most cases, the spheres are kind of random about which ones you're going to get in a given level, except for, of course, the cat girl is on a specific level all by herself, and the first room usually has at least one of the Macho brothers and their house. Yeah, it's so hard to hit the flyer. Like I said, for the most part, I'm talking for myself right now because... Oops. Didn't mean to activate that, but that's okay. Trees. There's a key to get out. There's one of those in every level. This will probably be Macho's house. I don't remember getting a house yet. So that might be the might be in the second level, but I know we got Macho already. Now this is a back door opening. Right now we don't have a way to get in, but every level of every section of the game has a backdoor key that you can find, usually in the chests, and well, only in the chests. Except in at least one level, I think you can buy it at the shop. But use your backdoor key to go in and get some special. They're double strength monsters, which gives you double the ABSs, which upgrades your weapon faster. And there's also gemstones and special items hidden in the back doors that you don't find regularly. Also in the back rooms, you can go back and once you've opened the back room entrance for a given level, you can go back and forth into it without repaying to open it again. And every time you leave and come back, the monsters will have refreshed on both sides, both in the back room and in the main room. And all the treasure chests will have refreshed as well. That means you can increase the gear you get and the ABSs you get by rerunning a particular back room over and over again. So it's really good for upgrading a weapon. So I like to go in once I find a good ABS room, which I believe 10 is probably one of the best ones down here, is I'll go to the let's see, where did I find? Oh yeah, there's the exit. I will go to the back room there and go back and forth. Now, at 10, if it's the one I remember, has the dragon. So you're having double strength dragons, which is not bueno. No, this will take me directly down to the next room, but of course I don't want to go there yet because I need to restock on, I did use up a repair powder. I mean, I used up a bread, but then I got a bread. It's not going to give me enough. Now I'm going to get a cutscene here first. Let's see, it's not letting me bypass this cutscene. It's telling you how to basically use those things to build the city back up. Like I said, it still looks like there's nobody in the channel right now. I don't know, I don't think I can look at my stream manager on the phone. I wish I could. That would be better. Let's see. View dashboard. Stream Manager. Share the link to the channel, to my news feed. See, if you go into your Stream Manager on the computer, it'll tell you how many people are viewing. Here we go, dashboard, viewing, one person. So somebody's viewing, they're just not speaking, unless they mean me. But most of the time when it says viewing, it doesn't count me, so I don't know. See, this is going through how to build everything. Now, they said if there's nobody actually viewing, then I'm talking mainly for myself. However, I will be transferring this video to YouTube, usually within 7 to 10 days. I'm a little behind in my YouTube transfers. I just started this, so I've not quite fully figured out a schedule for everything yet. I've got several hours of footage to transfer, actually. I'm not going to actually build anything yet. I am going to go back to him, though, and refill my stuff. Okay, because what I'll do first off, so I'll run over to him. Before I do anything else, I'm going to go to my items, and I'm going to make sure that my food is full. Okay, food is full. Water is full. Put food up here. Now talk to him. Oh. Did get a fishy lure there, but talk to him. He refills my stuff. He didn't fill my stuff up. There we go. Now I filled my stuff up. There we go. Put those on my quick keys. I don't really need to quick key my antidote. Now, you can go here instead of walking all the way back to the door. Go outside. Yes. Takes just as long to get outside. And then you can go and do it again to go back to the dungeon instead of going across. You just teleport back to the dungeon. I forgot to save, so hopefully I don't die. Usually I save while I'm out. We'll get another cutscene where we get to see the kitty that it later on becomes your companion. Luckily that's a short one. short cutscene, that is. Barbells, that's another thing for Machu and Camacho's. Shadows. Endurance +1. Okay, that's one of the first things you can add to a weapon. That you can't, but let's go and add something to a weapon just to show you how to do it. You go to the customize and take the endurance +1 and put it there. This blue box can use one of those regular ones, or it can use one of those status break spheres I talked about, the broken weapons. Only the only place you can put a status break is there. Now, if you get the special magic dagger status break from the cheat, you don't have to. You don't actually have to put it in the blue box because it's not really counted as a status break weapon. It's just special. And what it does is pretty much maxes everything out on the weapon it's on. So it makes you ready to do. It's a free upgrade pretty much. See, now I'm using my locked on. Makes it a little bit easier to attack because I won't keep turning away from them. And map's good to get early. Damn. Bats, of course. They'll be death of me. Macho. There we go. I always have to approach the chest from the right side. More bread. You can stack them there. Now, you might think that gives you more space, but it doesn't. Because as you stack stuff here, you'll lose the space here. So it only gives you the illusion of having extra space. Okay, this crystal actually tells you where everything is. I don't remember getting one of these crystals in the last one. We obviously did because we opened up every chest. Okay, and we already did all the way there, so we're going to go ahead and do this upper level room first because it looks like it's got the least amount of stuff and won't have to backtrack. Really. We're down the wrong tube. Now, you can speed through the levels, trying to avoid the monsters and just try to get out. See, that's one of the good things about me going up here is I got that skeleton key first. If I'd have gotten to the door that needed the skeleton key first, I'd have to come all the way here and then go all the way back to that door. But this way, by hitting that door first, getting that key first, I don't have to do as much backtracking. But you have no way of knowing where that key is sometimes. So, okay, these are mystery spheres. They can do good or bad for you. The first couple of them are usually good. Pumped up with energy. That means that my attacks do double damage right now. There's the exit. If I had the exit key, I could open it. Got him. There's my... You don't actually have to go as soon as it starts the beeping. And if you're low on repair powder, you might want to wait because you can watch your ABSs. You know basically that a single hit is going to do X amount of energy from the ABS damage, or X amount of damage before you break. And so you can judge accordingly. Let's go down here first. I'm going to hit the abs are full again. Now this time I'm going to leave that endurance on there to buff it up just a little bit extra. And I'm going to upgrade it again. Now the dagger can't be upgraded to any other weapon, so you don't have enough. But normally there's a one below there that you can look to see what you might upgrade to. You can also look at your attributes. See, an active usually a little bit by default make whatever your most powerful one is active right now. You can also look at your weapon in a couple other ways, but okay. Something's coming towards me somewhere. I hear them. I think they're on the other side of that sheet wall. There he is. Healed myself real quick using that quick key. Don't leave it leave it sit on there, because I have a tendency to want to lean on that key though, because that's also the speed through the dungeon key for when I have the I knew there was another thing here. So when I do have the Dran's feather. Dran looks like a giant flying bird, a flying dog. And Dran's feather is like one of his wings. Getting thirsty. Now do we see a water source? No, we don't. That'll come back, luckily, when we go to the mayor. Just hit my organized key. Oh, there's a chest. I didn't even notice it. Banana. You can trip people up with a banana by the slippery peel kind of thing by throwing it at them, or you can fish with it. It's one of the fishing lures. Supplies is one of the things to decorate one of the houses. It basically is one of the required elements of a house. As you see, my pump with energy is actually worn off. And a lot of times the secret of these games is just do a little bit of button mashing. Until you get to where you get the advanced power attack. I seem to remember the first power attack being available even when you don't have it yet. Let's see. Hold on to the X button. It is available. Okay, I just wasn't waiting long enough. Because that's usually how I like to take care of like the dashers and the bats. And I did have to do a little bit of backtracking just because I had to clear out the dungeon, get the dungeon key to go out the dungeon door. Now we're at the dungeon door. Get the dungeon key out. We're going to leave temporarily again. And like I said, you could speed run the dungeon, just, you know, try to avoid the monsters mostly. Except you have to kill a monster to get the dungeon key. So that's one thing. So let's go here and save real quick. I'm going to save in slot 1. I'm going to put it there. And then I like to save also in slot 2. Just so I have a backup. Yeah, slot 1 and slot 2, of course, on a PlayStation 4 is you know, you don't have actual cartridges. So you're not doing like you would in the PS2 where you would just go to the different cartridges. That's as close as you can go by the finger point, by the way. It won't let you up on the platform. Look at my items. I do have, let's see. Okay, he's full up on bread. What is that? Oh, that's not bread anyway. And I don't want to feed him because it won't give me another one anyway, because I had more than one. It would give me a water, and I will give me a water when I go, and it will give me a repair powder, which is what I'm going to go for. Now I'm going to go ahead and, even though the weapon's not that damaged, I'm going to go ahead and repair it anyway, because I'm about to get another repair powder. I'm going to also activate that, like I said, so that I can go to the mayor and get more stuff. And now you can see, got everything again. Now you cannot put like repair powder up in your quick spot, because there's a special type of repair. It's in a green bag, costs a little bit more once you get the shop, and that's auto repair powder. And if it's up there in the slot and your weapon would break, it'll automatically use it instead. So you can take your things right to the edge. The Holy Crystal you can throw at undead creatures to damage them with. I mean, you can throw them at any creature, but undead creatures they do better against. Okay, let's go ahead and save again. We'll just save and slot to this one. This. What is it saying? COD? Should be Doc. C-Doc. I don't remember putting a C in the front. Am I C-Doc? Maybe I'm C-Doc right now. Let's go outside. Now, I don't necessarily want to do the build menu yet, but I'll show you it. Go up here, and you go up here, and you can configure and assemble your buildings. Like Macho's house. Take Macho, put him there, and Camacho, and put him there. And then everything else is a question mark. What it means is you have to place the building, and then talk to them to find out what goes in those spots. So I'm going here at Claude's house. I don't think I've gotten Claude yet. Nope. But there is a space for a fence. And there's a space for a lantern. And I think supply, no, not this. No. That's not it. I think the annex room is for Macho Camacho, so none of those work. I know that the barbells in the annex room, I think, go to Macho and Camacho's room. Now, I will go ahead and make Macho's house. You do. Hold on. It might be raining. Give me a second. Okay, looks like we got some rain, which the forecast hadn't called for really. So that's nice. Like I said, I am going to actually place Macho and Camacho's house by going to a range because number one, I know where I need to put them. You generally want to put them as far in the corner closest to the beast cave as possible. But that's going to be one of the clues they give you. You go around and you'll pick up some boxes. There'll be some bread. Since I already had extra bread anyway, that's not going to negatively affect me. Okay, tasty water. Okay, now I can't really go and refill my water anymore until I get under that. It won't, because it won't give me extra. Although that's tasty water, so it might. I think because the other's regular water. What you want to do is you want to talk to each of the inhabitants. Okay, and that's Macho. Then you go and you ask him, how should I rebuild Naroon? So this is telling you he wants to be near the cave because he wants to fight. What will happen when it's finished? He says ask his brother. And then finally, it looks like, how should I fix your house? He wants that expanded room. That's where the annex room comes in. And now, looks like Macho's not here right now, but every time you come in, there'll be a possibility that he's there. Like I can go leave and go back in, and it could be Macho in there this time. And that's probably what I'll do. And now, it's still Camacho. Probably because it hasn't changed time frames yet. Because there's actually a clock going on right now. But that's okay, because you can do this. And if you look out to the what, there's an arrow. See, that tells you that somebody's walking around. Yep, I'm Sea-Doc. For some reason, I didn't notice. And we're going to go ahead and see, how should I rebuild Naroon? Somewhere where I don't have to go too far for a good workout. That again means they want to be near the beast cave. And what will happen, I'll give you something, but I'll keep it secret now. Hint is rock breaking strength, and it's actually a rock breaker attachment. And then tell me what to do, and he's going to ask for his barbells. A fence and a lamp would be nice. Oh, Macho must have said the barbells are ready. So, go back in here now. You go into the configuration. Now you can see that you got to give him the barbells. Barbells, lamp, annex room. I don't think that's the annex room, that's the supplies. And then if I put a fence in, then I would finish him. Not really worried about doing the finishing right now, but I can stick the fence. Since I hadn't completed that one yet, I can take the fence off of it. There'll be more fences. And now he's finished. So now there's an event. So you go talk to him and you'll get the bonuses for the event. So get out. And you got to go into the house for the event usually. And now it's changing time frames. Not to worry though. They haven't moved around in this case because the event always triggers in the house. So I'll go in and I'll be talking, and now the event has started. See now, Camacho's there. He's the older brother actually, even though he's the shorter one. And here's where they give you a Stonebreaker, which is one of those attachments or weapon. Then Camacho gets mad because he wanted that. I always tell you, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. That's how things between big brothers and little brothers should be. Grr. Now they're going to finish this with a battle. So they're going to go into the annex room and fight. You don't have to see that. You can hear it, but you don't have to see it. C-Doc, or Tone, as the original, he gets a little upset, like you got that little teardrop. And then they're done, see. Now, so we don't have to do all of that again. We're going to go into slot 2 there. Yes. Then go to slot 1. There we go. Like I said, we could speed through the game and try to avoid fighting as much as possible. Just try to get all of the geospheres. I think they're called geospheres here. I don't remember. But try to get all the spheres and unlock the whole village right away. But then you won't power up your weapon enough to beat the final battle. I mean, you can do it. The final boss is impossible with a weaker weapon, but you kind of want stronger weapons, and you need certain things. We're going to do another cutscene here. He's going to tell you about locking on, which I was already doing. This lets you actually tab through your lock-ons. L1 and L2. L1 basically. R1 activates your guard, so that way you can actually hold your sword up to protect yourself. I almost never use guard, so I forget about it. Then it talks about changing the attributes on your weapons by putting the various things in them, because you can build them up, plus whichever one's active, it helps with certain, like, monsters. Some monsters are weak against some elements but strong against others, so if you have the wrong element activated, your weapon won't be doing as much damage. Even if you have that element on the weapon, it may still not do enough damage because you don't have it activated. He wouldn't even let me get my power up going. Oh, usually I can kill him quicker than that. That's right, I'm weak enough it takes 3 hits. Oh wow, it's just so long since I've been that weak. Hey, at least I know where everything is. Still don't know where the map is, but... Okay, and it's a bridge. That's more for the rebuilding of the village. Ladder, that's for one of the... Water. Nope. Yeah, I was close to death there. You gotta watch these ones that are made out of rock. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to do it. See, now you see I've gotten a few things. First, let's put the Stonebreaker in there, because that'll help against those. And let's put an attack +1 in there, which will do a little bit more damage. Look down here, you've got the different things that you got, you know, your attack, your endurance, speed, and your magic power. And then if you hit the R1s and L1 buttons, you can scroll through, and then it tells you that actively right now, wind is the element that's active on this, and it's the only one that's counting points on, so you might as well leave it on wind right now. And then it has its various bonuses versus specific types, and we can see that it's got beast, it's got a bonus of what was it, looks like a 4, and rock has got a 2 or a 3. I can't see from here. My eyesight's not real great at this mild distance, but that just tells you a little bit more about your dagger. And oh, looks like it's going to rain a little bit more. Hopefully that means that the weather report changed. So it says I have one viewer. I want to check the weather real quick while we're waiting here. I got my map. I'm going to go to my weather app, weather page, national and local weather, hourly. See if we've changed to having some actual storms. Hey, it's fierce storm warning. Great, 90% weather. And then it's going to really calm down today and not be much rain at all. Maybe a little bit from like 1 o'clock to about 4 o'clock. And then the 10-day forecast. Severe thunderstorms possible in the morning, straight showers and thunderstorms at night. My door just closed. Overall, though, the actual chance of rain was 90% today, and it's down to 20 tomorrow, and looks like it doesn't go back up to 80 till Tuesday, which is what I'd originally had. So let's go back into my chat just to keep an eye. 299 views. I'm getting a lot of views. I mean, that's not a lot for this, but it's a lot for me being a new broadcaster. For me, it's a lot. At least my channel's getting noticed. Hey, look, there's the door, kitty. You gonna go outside? Kitties, come visit. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. There we go. Gotta give scratches to the kitty. He's pretty demanding. I'm his daddy. It's funny because when I first got with my girlfriend, she had this cat, and her daughter and her daughter's wife was living with him. They've moved back to New York since, and it was their cat, but the cat didn't like anybody, didn't jump on anybody's lap, nothing. First day I came into the apartment, the cat jumped up on my lap. Should have seen their eyes bug out. They'd never seen their cat do that. Let's see. I'm gonna go. I know you. Yes, she's rubbing against my hand, right where I'm holding the controller. He wants my attention. You're just not going to let me play, are you, kitty? No, he says, this is my time, Daddy. He gets extra affectionate when it's raining. Oh, baby. You want a treat? Let's give you a treat. A treat? Let's give you a treat. Oh, I'm fighting. Not a good time to stop and get a treat, huh? Here we go. Right here. Put the treats on the table. Usually I like to hand feed them to you. I'm back to the Nunrun Village. Luckily, I had escape powder because that's one of the things they give you for free. You get one with the mayor, so I didn't lose all my progress. At least, I mean, even that dungeon, any of the spheres that I opened are still opened, but the map will have changed when I go back. Let's see, let's go into my items. Let's look at what we still have. Yeah, we have 2 of the default waters, 2 of the default breads. So they don't give me any more of those. Alright. Go to my weapon. You can drag repair powder on them too, but I'm going to just do it this way. So really what I'm going back for now is the escape powder and the repair powder. Is the main thing that I'm getting back here, because you get 1 escape powder and 1 repair powder. Escape powder is going to let you escape without actually dying, and you don't have to have it up in the quick thing. And the repair powder, like we already know, to use the antidote power. All the rest of this stuff is mainly fishing bait. It's all fishing bait here. And then the fruits and the carrot. Carrot's actually fishing bait. All the fruits can be fishing bait, but the gooey can also be thrown to throw gooey on somebody, and the banana can be eaten, but it gives you makes you thirsty. I don't think a peach can be eaten. Yeah, didn't think so. Let's go back outside. Yes. Go ahead and save this ignominious thing since we're here. We're at just over an hour play. So go back to the dungeon. Yes. Now here you're going to see, this does tell you what it looks like when you go back into a dungeon level you haven't completed yet, but you've started. You see there's some of the spheres have been open, 3 of them, but we're not open to go to the next floor. There you go. Nice bit of thunder out there is always good to hear. Still looks like I've got 1 viewer. At least I can always have 1 viewer. That's nice. Okay, see? There's Now, one of the things you got to watch out for when you use your power-up attack is that it uses more of the weapon hit points for the breaking part of it. And certain monsters do more damage when you hit them, like these statues. You need Metal Breaker for him, really. Yeah, you need to really build up your attacks for him. So I have those there. And it looks like my abs are pretty close. Generally speaking, for most monsters, you get 3 abs for killing them. Dragons give you 5. And in the back door, everything gives you double. So that kind of gives you an idea. We're down here, even though it doesn't look like there's anything in that room. We're going to check it out anyway. There might be water or something. Oh, that's right, we haven't got our crystal yet, so. technically now I could run through. Could have locked onto that and made that easier, but said button match. Oh, see, now I got an extra repair powder. That means if I end the game in the level without having used my repair powder, which doesn't happen, I won't get another one. But if I end the room with having used 2 of them, I'll get another one. So there's still a thing now. But right now it's becoming less and less advantageous to see the mayor because I've got extras and stuff. Excuse my yawn. There's the exit portal. I could unlock the exit portal. Oh no, that's where I came in. It's not the exit portal. So easy to confuse those two. You can use your other stick to kind of move you around. So see, now I'm getting thirsty. Hopefully there should be. This will probably do for some water. Oh. Whenever you use a power-up attack, you really want to use a lock-on. You don't want to waste your power attacks. Thirst reaches its limit. Now my health is going to decline. If I don't get any liquid first. There should be a pool around here on this level, so can't quite see the map. See, these guys really make you go through your repair powder, so in actuality oh, my abs are full too, I didn't notice. Now, you still need to repair when your abs are full because it doesn't get you out of that. Go back to customize. You see now it absorbed the ones I already had, so I need to put new ones in here. And some weapons have actually 3 slots. Always only 1 blue though. Right now I'm just putting everything in because I have a very limited number. I mean, that was the exit right there, just so you know. And you could do this. Open it. You don't have to necessarily go through it, but you can open it. Now, I did find a key, I think. Yep, I did. Oops. Gotta watch that. Now do I see water? It doesn't even look like water's in that last chamber, does it? Hi, Kitty. I'm getting kitty licks. Kitty really wants attention. Hi, baby. I call this kitty my familiar. There's a lot of times when I'm the only one he wants to deal with. Then there's other times that my girlfriend's the only one he wants to deal with. He will get up on her chat and stuff. There's just something about it. He needs that position sometimes. Other times he doesn't want to have anything to do with her. But I can get him on my lap almost any time. Dad has the best scratchy nails. Oh, Daddy has the best scratchy nails. There you go. Go check stuff out, kitty. Let's see, where am I? I do hear something walking. Oh, more skeletons. Skeleton does like to jump away from you. So these statues take a lot out of your weapon and stuff too, though. You gotta really watch it. Especially you're already using a bunch of power attacks on it too. I didn't mean to do that. See? That was, and that is why I don't normally have the thing on that one. See, now here's the conundrum. We don't have any repair powder, so we can't repair it. And we don't have any other weapons. However, we could just skip around them because we already opened the opening. Or I could use something like the peach or something to try to attack him with. So you can take one of these, put it there. But that's next to useless against him. He's not. No. Oh, I just destroyed it. Oh well. It's not that important. I didn't mean to drop it down there. Let's see. Hey, and there's some water. Unfortunately, water does not repair your weapon. Oh shoot. Well, I'm going to have to leave him undefeated because I don't have the weapon hit points to get by it, and I don't want to lose all my progress. So, luckily we've cleared everything else out. So, we can leave him without killing him. Go down, leave the dungeon temporarily. It is now nighttime. If you see that sphere up in the upper right hand corner, that's the clock. It kind of tells you what time it is, day or night. Day, evening, night, morning, etc. etc. See, now I have items. Let's look at what items here we've got. No extra food. We do have extra water, but I just used water, so it's okay. Here's another way you can do your weapon. Instead of going into the weapon. Now I can talk to him again and get that back. See, got it back. Because I used up that extra one I had. Actually, I'm 70 innocent. I've got max food really, and I'm pretty much maxed out on water. I mean, barely a partial drop gone from the beginning, so I don't need to fill my water. But I could, because I only have one of each. And in actuality, you can go and use your triangle key to move those up there. And you don't have to worry about accidentally using your antidote. You'll only be able to use your antidote if you're poisoned. So I can leave that in that block right now. Now let's go save. I know, I'm paranoid, but I always save twice. Go outside, yes. I'm not going to build any more right now. I mean, I could start putting some stuff together, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go like this. Like I said, I could have just gone to go to the dungeon. Or I can still just do it like this. And just so you know, I could repeat any of those levels if I wanted to. Now 4 is a special. We're preparing, I think, we're not quite ready yet to get the kitty, but we're getting prepared to. First we're going to learn about power attacks and special attacks. This is one of those ones where you can possibly win a gemstone if you time everything right. Let's see if I can do it. Nice roll of thunder there. Now, okay, now this is a new kind of enemy. You have to duel him. Then later on when you come across these guys, you don't have to duel them, but they're tough because they use that shield to block. But right now you have to duel, which means I have to match the symbols as they come at me. Closer the button is to the middle of that line, the closer I am to perfect. If I can get them all perfect, I usually get a bonus. Ah! I hit the but now this one lets you start over if you haven't. But let's see. I beat him, but I didn't beat him perfectly. If you beat him perfectly, one of these has a gemstone in it. The other one has the exit key. See, if you don't beat him perfectly, you just get a breaker or something. Undead Buster, I don't know if I need that yet. Well, I'll tell you this, Undead Buster's probably better than Wind. Right now. Now you can get out. Now here's where, if it wasn't for this being a display game, where I'm streaming it, I would probably go back to my save point and restart this level to get the perfect on the duel, just so that I can get that gemstone. Now I'm not going to leave the dungeon again, not in this case. I could have, and that way, you know, I'm not going to bother to resave. That way later on, if I do decide to just start over, if I die, I will get a chance to do that over again. So I'm taking a gamble now. Now I'm going to get another lesson. Floors are even tougher. Charge attack. Now it's going to talk about how you can evolve weapons. First, it's talking about absorbing attachments to make them better. Each weapon has a power limit. When it reaches level 5 or greater, then it can be status broke, and the status broke weapon breaks down and makes a synth sphere. That's the word I was looking for, synth sphere. And those you can add to other weapons to make them more powerful. It gives it a percentage of what the power was of the weapon that you broke into a synth sphere, and all the different attributes it had. So, like how I'm building up this dagger right now, and it's any time after 5, so I can keep building the dagger and building the dagger and building. I can get it to a dagger like plus 20 before I break it. But after a certain point, it won't do much good because the dagger's got limitations. It just will only be so good. Ah! I didn't get out of its way. Notice now I can kill him with one attack. Just take 3 or 4. Because the weapon's gotten stronger. Yeah, in this game, you don't level up your character, you level up your gear. So it's very much a gear-based action RPG. I mean, if you want to call it RPG, you're not really doing real role-playing. But it's got cutscenes and stuff, so for computer RPG, they call it an RPG. Okay, this is a backdoor key. In this case, it's the oil for the tram system. I can use it to go in a back door if I want to. Now, I really don't want to die and lose this tram key because I love tram keys. I like to store a whole bunch of them. That way I can do super ab packing. Well, once I get the shop, I'll get a whole bunch of repair powder and automatic repair powder, and I'll take both of my, or you know, both or all 3 or whatever number of my characters that I have, and I will go and power level them in the back rooms with their weapons, but by filling their abs up. It still doesn't look like I've got anybody. I mean, it does say I've got one person viewing, but I don't know who that is. What's my weapons got? It's right at the edge of breaking, but it's not quite broke yet. It's got like 7. So I could probably something marching somewhere. plus. You see, it's down to a regular dagger now. I lost everything special about it. See, this would be a good time to go back and go back to my save point, but I'm not going to do that. That was one of my risks. I thought I had enough hit points left to take one more hit, and I didn't. Not from him anyway. I even lost the attachments that was on the dagger. So basically, in the equivalency of other games, I just basically put myself all the way back to the first level of play because I've got the weakest weapon at its weakest state. See, there's a life meter on top of the monsters. I don't have any repair powder. I don't think I've got any escape powder either. I have escape powder. I think at this point, what I'm probably going to do, as much as I'd like that back door key, is I'm going to take the escape powder, destroy it. So, because I've set myself back so far. There. Oh, that's right. It will just take up half my money. But you know what? In this case, I am going to exit out of the game.